There we go. Okay, we're gonna make a series on YouTube instead of Facebook, and we'll try to do these live. We'll just have to see how it works out. So it's certainly easier for me to do live videos than it is to edit them. So what we're going to do today is kind of a culmination or a combination of a lot of different bags that we've been doing lately, and take bits and pieces from them and kind of combine them together. So essentially what the basic dimensions of this thing is going to be 4 inches wide. It's about 12.5 inches wide, and I'm going to make it about 10 inches high. It'll look very similar to this. Actually, let me get a little more contrasting color. The main body is going to be in black. It'll have this exact same kind of leopard print liner, and similar strap connectors to this bag. And then we're going to kind of rob the side pockets. This is the geometry on this one won't work, but it'll have side pockets on here, and I'll just bury them in between where the strap connectors are. So at the top it'll kind of pooch out just a little bit so you can slide your glasses or phone or whatever you want in there. I have no idea what the geometry looks like. We're gonna make this thing on the fly. I do have some patterns, pattern pieces already developed for this bag, but nothing in that height. Basically the panel geometry, and I know what the base geometry needs to be, but the pockets, the straps and all that stuff, the liner, no idea. We're gonna just do it we're gonna do it live. Thought about doing this size. Is this the same size base? It might be. Yeah, same size base, I think. Well, this is a 12-inch base. Hang on a second. Hold the phone. Actually, I like this one better. To do this size. For whatever reason, I don't know why I made two different sizes. It's odd. This is 4 by 12. This is 4 by 13. I guess I better make sure that we have the right one queued up in the Cricut, because the little pieces of Bondex are cut out on our Cricut or Circut or whatever you want to call it. No idea what it's called, but I kind of like the 12-inch version better. Excuse me. Let's go see what's in there. Looks like I'm just gonna hit the go button. Oh, that's 12 inches. So I guess that's what we're making. Yeah. This is definitely Shelby's domain. I have no clue about this thing. I know enough to be dangerous. So let's just see if we can even make it work. I hit the power button. Hello. Well, let's try that again. This is a bad sign. There it goes. This is Shelby's computer too. to say this is medium cardstock. So what this is going to do is cut the periphery, and at the same time it's going to draw a 1/2 inch line with the pin. Oh boy, yeah, that's working great. Yeah, no, that's not going to work. Medium cardstock. See, this is another bad thing about doing these live, is it shows you all the mess ups. There we go. So it's drawing the some reference marks, and then it's going to draw inside the periphery a 1/2 inch, and then it'll cut the outside to what the shape that we want. But anyway, just let that thing do what it's doing. Figuring this stuff out. Yeah, forgive me. I'm still trying to get over a cold. That's not the right one. Oh, I see what happened here. I gotcha. Okay. Now. These two go together. Okay, so I totally don't know where that piece is. Oh, we might be making the smaller version after all. All right. I'm just going to cut it by hand. Because Okay, so I need 2 of these guys. This stuff is Bondex. I buy this from oh, it'll come to me. It's not first name that came to me was Tandy, but that's not true. Tandy's bag stiffener is very stiff, and this is good for some makes. But since I'm putting 2 layers of this together, this is kind of the more ideal material. Springfield leather is what I totally brain farted there. So this is Bondex, and this is Tandy Leather Factory's version. I'd say it's about a 1.5 times thicker than Bondex. So if you wanted something a little stiffer, you could certainly use this one for, you know, making really stiff sided bags for bag stays and such. Either product's good. Crazy on that one. That's why it's so much better to cut this out on the machine, because these little tiny mistakes wind up translating. One of these can just be set up to the side. The next one I'm going to put on some little witness marks. So I like to use stuff like this, just a piece of flat bar that's clamped to my table, and I can use it for a stop. I'll put leather against here and make marks. It just makes it a lot easier so you know kind of where you're at. And this is a piece. This is a pretty versatile tool. This is just a 1/2 inch by 3/8 aluminum flat bar. You can buy this pretty much anywhere. Onlinemetals.com, McMaster, or your local metal dealers if you guys have anything like that. But I'll just take this and mark a 1/2 inch line all the way around this. And then for this one, the long edge, I'll take a quilting ruler and give me a 90-degree angle here. And now I can make this mark. Typically, well, the machine, the Cricut will put a circuit, whatever you want to call it, will put this little radius on the inside. I don't have a compass with a pencil, otherwise I would probably just do it that way, but it doesn't really matter because the leather gets folded over to the edge here, and wherever it lays, or wherever it falls, you know, it's going to lay. So, and that winds up looking like this later. So I just fold the leather in here to that 1/2 inch line, basically. But where this is going to help me the most is placing the sides and such onto here. So I need to make a couple more marks, some center marks on this thing. That's really going to give me, make it a little easier down the road. So this was 13 inches, so we'll just go 6.5. Wait a minute. What? All right, that's done. So there's the base out of the way, and now this will be the leather portion of the bag, which is this piece is a 1/2 inch all the way around, larger than the stiffener. Sorry for the technical difficulties earlier. That's kind of what happens when we do things live, but it is what it is. Maybe I'll get some thumbs down on this video. This is probably a 4.5 ounce full grain bovine hide. It's a really nice texture to it. This is about the weight that I like to use for this kind of a bag. I'm just going to take this piece here and we'll cut one of these. I like to use the weights just to keep the piece from shifting around. Next step for this piece will be skiving all the way around, and then it'll be ready to adhere to our stiffener. I'm just going to set this to the side and we'll carry on here. Okay, now when you're doing this kind of layout, you don't have access to CAD or anything else. It doesn't really matter. You can just create whatever shape you want and then figure out how long this curved line is really easily with. You could use pattern paper or just simply a ruler like this. The only thing you have to keep in mind is your seam allowances here, but I'm not going to mess around with that. I'm just going to add it. And I don't even need to get too terribly crazy. I just want to figure out what pattern piece. I know I have this pattern piece somewhere, but I just don't remember where it is. So the center there is 7 3/4. Times 2 is 15.5. So that piece has got to be like 16.5 inches wide. It's not this one. Maybe I don't have it. So I'm going to cut it by hand. So I want this bag to be let's see. What did I say? 16.5. 50. Let's see. It's 7 3/4 times 2 is 15.5 plus an inch is 16.5, right? So 16.5. And we want it to be how tall? 10 inches tall? Okay. So we'll make it 11 inches tall. It'll be very similar to this size. Actually, this is a little shorter. This is only 9 inches, so it'll be slightly taller than that. But I think that's okay because it's pretty wide. I don't know. We'll see. I don't know how to work YouTube or anything. If anybody said anything, I have no idea where to find it. I have no idea. Okay, anyway, 16.5 by 11. I'm just going to measure that one more time. So it's 7 3/4 to the center. I think. Let's try this way. Let me pull an inch. Pull an inch just to. Am I going to be glad that I measured this again? Maybe. This is more like 7 7/8. Okay, so we measure it all the way around. How about we do that? Is that possible? Kind of wish I had a helper here. I should go fire up my CAD system and figure this out. That'd be the easiest way. Okay, so it's 31 and I'll just say 1/4. So that's 15 and a half, right? 15 and a half. So 15 and 5/8. Am I doing the math right here? Let's see. 31.25 divided by 2 equals 15.625 is 15 and 5/8. Where did I get 16? Oh, 15 and 5/8. I was only off by 1/8 inch. That's okay. Plus seam allowance. plus an inch of seam allowance. So that's right. So just to be super fussy, we'll make it, we'll make it 16 5/8. 16 5/8 by 11. Nothing that's close either, right? Not even remotely. That's 17 1/4. There's 15 3/8. So I need 16.625 minus 15.375 equals 1.25 inches. I'll do that. This by me. Close enough. I'll use this one. It's easier to start with something than nothing. And here you are thinking we're just gonna buzz in here and just start sewing stuff up like magicians. Doesn't really work like that. Okay, so I'm going to cut 2 of these panels, and then we'll just trim them up. In the long run, it's going to be more accurate. Good thing I just didn't go for it, because I would have just messed this up. What did I say that was? 1.25 inches. 15 3/8, so 16.625 minus 15.375 equals 1.25 inches. So I need to add 1.25 inches to this side. 1.25 inches. I think this is 1.25 inches. It is. So I have one flat bar at 5/8. I think it's 5/8. And then we have another piece that is a 1/2 inch wide. That'll give us an extra 1.25 inches. And then I'll take my larger, I think 60 millimeter, because the smaller Olfa's not, the blade's not long enough to reach past that. So I'll just make this cut. Set these aside, and then finish the rest of the periphery here. Except when I get to this point, now I need a straighter edge. So I'm just going to lay this straight edge against this pattern, weight it down, it doesn't move. And then I can take this out of the way and then continue that cut. All right. I'll reset the hide here, grab a another piece, and then I'll trim those to size, and then we can move on. Little bite marks and stuff on this hide. I'm just little tiny blems in here I'm trying to avoid as best as possible. Let's try to cut around those for other items later. Maybe straps or some little piece I can get. But the bite marks sometimes will definitely be problematic later. Or little, little, you can't see it. You're not going to be able to see that on camera, but there's a little tiny bite mark right here, or something that this animal got into, which left basically a pinhole in there. So I'm going to cut around that. Same scenario here on both sides. Except I don't want to lay them both out. Let's see, am I going to need that? Let's see how would I do that. get the side pockets and some other parts out of this, so let's cut this off. Same with this piece. Cut that off. We'll use that in other parts of the project later. Get this out of our way. Now, (16 5/8 by 11). Should be right on the money here. I want this to be 11. What do I have that's close to 11? That close? $13 and a half. $13 3/8. Yeah, let's just take 2 inches off of it, because that'll be easy. When doing production stuff, this process is much faster, obviously. You're doing custom one-off stuff, this is what you deal with. Alright, so this wound up to be, I'll need to know this dimension later, so when we're designing the liner, this wound up to be 11 3/8. I need to know that number. Not much of this will go to waste, really. Might seem a little wasteful to be trimming all this off and stuff, but for the amount, even if it did go in the trash, for the amount of time you're going to save later by making these really exact is money well spent, in my opinion. Okay, so there's the 2 panels and the base done. Now we need to figure out on this one is, and that's good that I have this prototype sample made. I'll fill this full of paper or something, and then it'll be close. The geometry is a little bit different on this one. It's tapered at the top, and it has a little bit of a wow, kind of like a hobo style bag. But the basic dimensions are here, in, a 3D view, that we can kind of develop a strategy and a layout where the straps are going to go and how the pocket's going to look. Don't have the seams on the side of this gusset like they do on this bag to hide a pocket. I thought about using this style and trying to install the pockets into this seam, but then I thought it'd be really bulky right there and look kind of weird. So we're just going to hide it underneath the straps, like on this bag. I'm just going to use these kind of faux strap here as it's a connector really, and we're going to hide the pocket underneath there. This is obviously way bigger, way larger, but you get the general idea. So okay. Grab some pattern paper here. This stuff is called oak tag paper. Lots of garment people and dressmakers and stuff like that use that type of paper to make patterns. Slightly thinner than cardstock, I would say. Start drawing on here. The whole time. Oh boy. Okay, so this guy, get him envision where those straps need to go. That's going to be the hardest part. Make it 6 by 5.5, 6, and at the bottom it'll be like 5. This is gonna be a little bit kind of a trapezoidal shape. Actually, it needs to be maybe, we'll make it 7 at the top, 7 tapered to 5 by 6. What I'm going to do is I'll just cut this at about in case I mess up I need to do it again. Let's say 8 inches. Let's get this off. So about 4.5 I'm going to make, take a scratch awl. I'm going to scribe a line, a real light line. Now I can take that scribed line and fold this in half. My battery is running out, so I got to get a charger. Hang on. Is there anybody with me still? I can't see anybody's comments, so. At any rate, I took a scratch awl and just scribed a real light line through this oak tag, fold it in half. Now we can kind of start making our pattern piece on half of it and then unfold it and we'll have a perfectly symmetrical piece. So I want it to be like, we're just going to guess at the top. So it's going to be like 7 inches at the top and I don't know, 5 inches at the bottom, something like that, and then we'll taper it up. So it's going to be 90 degrees, so I'm going to use my little jig I have here, a little stop, so I can make this perfect. This is going to be 5 inches over here. No, because that's going to be 2.5 goofball. Okay. Okay, so this is going to be this will be, I want this to be, oh look at that, 6 inches. this to be 7, so 3.5 at the top. Now just draw a line. Just cut it. Trapezoidal pocket piece there. Now we'll see how close we got. A little hard to tell with paper, but it gives you a better idea than starting just with leather and going for it. So this will actually be 1 inch shorter because you got a 1/2 inch seam allowance at the top, and you're going to have a 1/2 inch seam allowance at the bottom that's folded under. So you just gotta kind of use your imagination here a little bit. I think that's right on the money, really. If you kind of visualize where those straps need to go at that angle, I think that's gonna be cool. I don't know how big her phone is. Probably bigger than this one, I would imagine. But let's just say it was even. I think it'll be good. Well, this bag is tapered, so we have to keep that into consideration. I want it to poke out at the top just a touch. I don't want it to be tight to the bag. The funky thing about this is that when you build this, since typically this seam right here in the center, you can't see it. It's actually in the front. That's the look that I want to go for. So in doing that, you have to install these straps on the flat panel first. And so we'll have to install our pocket piece while it's flat. So that'll be a little weird, but that's cool. Heck, we could even put it on this bigger bag too. Similar kind of idea as that, right? Are we tracking? Thumbs up if we're tracking. You guys having fun? I am. I'd live for this crap. I wish I could see any. No one's saying anything, or I don't know how to work this. Some messages such as potentials. Oh, live chat. There we go. Holy cow, there's a bunch of stuff. Hello from over the mountain. Hi, Leanne, Vicky, Cindy. You have to send OT. I don't know what that means, Leanne. Load the material. Oh, we're talking about a way long time ago. Hi, everybody. Oh, you guys are having a little side conversation. That's cool. That's a good tip, Pam. I'm gonna use that. Sweet. All chat visible. I don't know what that button did. Cool. 12 of the best still chilling with us. All right, so I got my potential pattern piece. Now keep in mind, 1/2 inch of this is going to be gone, 1/2 inch of that's going to be gone. So may need to change it. I don't know. Problem is, I'm not going to know where that goes or if it'll work until we build the straps for this. The straps need to go on. Need to make the straps and put the straps on, and then we could fit the pocket then, I guess. All right, did you click on? I wish it would stay up though so I can see them. All messages are visible. Did you click on live chat so it stays updated? Live chat. Super chat, live chat, all, there we go. All chat is visible. Cindy is now the moderator. That's fun. So much sewing to do, but I'm gonna watch you work instead. It's okay. It's the whole idea, right? Well, actually, you should be working while we can work together. So I have no idea what this is going to look like, but let's just do it anyway. It's basically going to be the same look as this, I think. We'll just, this is a custom order, and I want the same colorway. I want it in black and silver. Basically the same liner. I will buy this bag, and then I have to make another one. But oh well, it's fine. I think I'll make this a little shorter than this one, and then this one slip pocket type of deal. Real pretty basic. The only difference is they want pockets on the sides. I'll give you a pocket. Always get wrapped into this custom stuff. It's like, do you understand how much time this takes and how expensive this stuff is? I mean, you know, once the patterns are developed, you know, we can make these things, you know, I mean, not that fast. Pretty good clip, right? Now you gotta stop and redo everything. Oh, I want it 2 inches shorter. I want it this, I want that. Does that sound like I'm being pretentious, or? I'm grateful though. We're grateful for the order. So I'll just shut my mouth and make the stupid bag. Let's cut one of these out. 2 of these out. Just in case it works. Hi BT, don't know who that is, but hello. Yikes. It said unable to connect. I hope everybody's still here. Are we still here? Are we still live? Yes, yes. Okay, good. You guys are so quiet. Dorita. Hi, Dorita. This is a lot different format for me than Facebook. Seems to be a lot easier than YouTube, but I get a lot of messages that says, hey, why don't you do these on YouTube, because it makes it easier for me to watch and replay and whatever. So that's cool. I should probably just do them on YouTube anyway. I guess that's why you can put them on your big screen and stuff. Ooh, darn it. I can't, why doesn't it stay up so I can read that? Oh, there it is. I take custom orders, and you're right. I have a full page of beautiful bags, and someone will like, can you take one element of this bag, combine it with this one, and make it bigger? And do this and do that and change everything about it. Yeah, sure, we can do that, no problem. And then you give them a price and they're like, what? Okay, now that this is a little more fluid, yeah, man, let's just go for it. I'm gonna cut another one just in case. Sorry, excuse me. Wow. This cold I'm still trying to get over is the worst cold I've ever had in my entire life, guaranteed. You know, I don't have coronavirus, or at least I don't think. I was tested, and I tested negative, so unless the test was wrong, and I'm walking around with the old Rona. But I never had a fever or anything like that. So, lucky me, I guess. Easier since the other side was already cut. 2 pieces of that. Now, figure out what we're gonna do with the strap action. I wonder. Let's message Shelby, shall we? This is so fun. I'm having fun. I hope you guys are having fun. Let's see. You want to go live with Shelby on Facebook Live? Let's try that. That'd be really fun. See if we can do that. Shelby. Hopefully she answers. Minutes. What time is it? 1? Oh no, it can't be. I said 2:15, so it's like 3 something. Oh, Shelby, come on. time. Sending the bat signals.
Hello?
There you are.
Whoa.
We're live on YouTube.
We both are?
Yeah. Do you want to be live on YouTube?
I don't know. I'm with Haley in the car.
Oh.
That's safe?
Say hey, everybody.
Oh my gosh, hi. I was watching you for a minute.
Oh, were you?
See my comments?
No, I'm not good at YouTube yet.
Oh.
So listen, we're here designing this bag.
Okay.
And so this bag is going to be similar to this one, right? The black and silver mythical whatever. Cindy says hi.
Hi, Cindy.
And so are we doing silver straps like this?
If you can swing it, yeah.
Well,
they don't have to necessarily be like at that angle. They can just go straight up the sides where the straps connect.
No, they need to be at an angle because I already cut those little trapezoidal shapes for the pocket. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you want silver like just like this, right?
I can't see what you're actually looking at. Oh, yes. We don't necessarily have to do black rivets. I think that the satin, the nickel, the bright nickel would be nice.
On the silver?
I mean, you can do whichever. I don't think either one would be bad.
I'll take a poll. The Facebook crew will win, or not the Facebook. The YouTube crew will win. Yeah, they'll give us the guidance.
That sounds good.
Where are you off to?
My parents.
I see.
We're
So,
stopping by Safeway to get some pretzel buns.
well, what time is dinner?
6.
What time is it now?
4.
Have fun.
All right.
I'll be there. Listen, message me in like an hour.
Okay.
Okay.
Have fun on YouTube.
Okay. Say bye, everybody.
Bye, everybody.
Wave bye.
Oh, hold on. I gotta say. Bye.
I knew it. Where's my coffee?
At the stand.
Rats. Okay, bye.
Okay, bye.
That was fun. Okay, so cool. She wants silver straps. Surprise, surprise. I don't know. I think the black rivets look kind of cool, if you ask me. The black hardware, oof. Silver might be a little weird. So pockets are black, do black rivets. You win, Dorita. I agree with you. I just don't know if I have any more of that black hardware. The strap. I guess I could steal it off of this bag since no one's buying this one, apparently. Base, 2 sides, 2 pockets, and now we need straps. What did it say? FaceTime her back and say, hey, just seen a really good deal on a machine. I'll just make some kennel covers to pay for it. She won't fall for that, Brittany. Shelby knows what color the bag is, yeah. Do you want me to tease her about buying a new machine? Brittany, is that what you're trying to do? I'm game. Let's go one more time. Not totally calling her.
Yeah?
Hey, so I just found a new industrial sewing machine another Seiko that I just bought it.
What do you mean you just bought it?
I just bought it.
Are you kidding? You're just bluffing.
No, I'm totally serious. And basically, the way I'm going to pay for it is by making more of those dog kennel covers.
No, you're not.
I am.
Who wants a dog kennel cover?
I told you, Brittany, she wouldn't fall for it. One of our.
You'll never make another dog kennel cover in your life.
Look what it says. Can you read what Brittany says there?
No, I can't. But I'm also trying to drive in a parking lot, pick Tawny up. So.
Oh.
What does it say?
It says she was just kidding. That was her idea, actually.
It was.
Yeah. So anyway, I guess I'll let Shelby drive. Okay, I'll talk to you in an hour or so.
Okay, bye.
Bye. We have fun here, man. Let's do this. Did I tell y'all this is gonna be the liner color? Similar to this. Or maybe exactly that. Ooh, I can't go very far because I don't have... Oh, yeah, I do. I have some, but I don't know if it's the same color. Shoot. Oh, well. Another day. So, we can install the base. We can do the base. We can skive and do the base. You guys want to do that, or should we do another video another day? You decide. This is 99 minutes so far. Keep going or keep going? Okay, well, I can only do so much because I don't have I need fabric for this. It's going to be lined with fabric, the liner fabric, and I don't have it here. I have some of it, but I don't know if Shelby got the exact same. Should we FaceTime her again and ask her? She's going to be so pissed. Kennel cover. She's not answering. Okay, let's just assume the fabric's different, and we're gonna wait for it. After the 23rd, I'm not working in my other gig until the 4th of January. So I'm stoked. I'm looking forward to it. Relaxing and spending a lot of time here. So I'll be making lots of videos. Guys will be so bored of me, you won't even be able to see straight. Fun thing about this bag is this bag takes every piece of industrial equipment that we have in this shop. One of these days I'll do another studio tour, but an updated one, but it's so messy in here. I can do it. I'm not all about that. That's funny. You're gonna be making your own kennel cover. When I was sick, I was sleeping on the couch so I wouldn't wake her up from my constant coughing. And she loved it. She's like, man, you should sleep on the couch more often. I'm not flailing about in the bed and such, tossing and turning like I always do. Gee, thanks a lot. guess we could cut the straps as well. I have an hour. Alexa, start a timer for an hour.
1 hour, starting now. By the way, I have a few tips for using timers. Want to hear them?
No. All right, let's do this. Get a little noisy here for a second. Sharpen the bell knife blade. And the vacuum's gonna come on. So if you have your volume up, you may want to turn it down. Go back into the other. Make some marks on this leather. Man. Okay. just gonna kind of eyeball that a little bit. Now, I'm gonna take not this one, I'm gonna use this one without the markings. And we're gonna take some double-sided tape. I've been using a 3M 467, but today I'm going to use a different kind of adhesive. So I don't have no idea if this is even going to work. If not, I'll revert back to a 467. But first, I'm going to cut this in half. Cut that in half real quick. Okay. I gotta get this this room cleaned up. This constant struggle is a madness. Okay, like I said, this is a 3M 300 series double-sided tape, and I'm gonna adhere that to just basically as much of it as I can. It's not quite long enough, but it's wide enough, so that's fine. I found that using a double-sided tape gives me a better look on the bottom than it does for if I would to use cement. I'm just going to trim off this excess here. Try to get the transfer tape or paper up to and leave the adhesive where it needs to go. That's the tricky part about this stuff. Okay. Now that piece is ready to go. So take that to the bench. All dry. Every one of them. Once the cement dries up on these little plastic spatulas, I can take this eraser, and we get these at T&D Leather, and the dried up contact cement comes, it can come right off, but it comes off. So I'm apply some contact cement on the periphery of this, and then we'll fold over the edges, and that's going to give you that finished look. And then we'll set this aside for later to be stitched on the bag in a later process. So this is probably going to take 2 coats of glue. Especially around these corners here. So it's going to be interesting to see the feedback on whether people like to watch these live, or if, later down the road, if they're watchable on replay. You get conflicting people, It's like, I like to have the edited videos, and some people are like, I just want really sped up, really basic ones. I don't want you to show every tiny detail. So basically, it's hard to please everybody. So I'm just going to bond this leather down the sides first. Just kind of stretch it up onto that Bondex. Did I figure out how to see the comment? I can see them when they come up, but I can't see them. They don't stay up. Snarky response for you, Shelby? No. Hey, Leanne. Calm down or I'm gonna boot you off my video. That piece is done. I don't know how much farther I can go because I don't know if that fabric's the same stuff that Shelby bought or not. So. It is the same? You sure? To make a mess on my side of the table. Cha, right. It was already a mess. Is everything backwards to you or is it just me? Yeah, well. What time is it getting to be? 4:30. So better get going. Is Pops making potato soup, Shelby? We got the double needle working 90% there. Still a little wonky, but it really prefers thicker material. It's really hard. Keep going, you have time. Slave driver. It really prefers thicker materials, so we've been backing it up with some nylon backer, and that tends to help, but it's really hard to dial it in on really thin materials for whatever reason. It just winds up with having random tension issues every now and then. That's what it is. Been using it, so. All right, well, I have a little more time. I guess we'll go cut some fabric and interface something. Need straps too. But can't do anything unless I have these pockets. This is going to want to be a little longer than the other one. Don't worry, Shelby, I'm keeping track of all these dimensions. She probably left. Okay. Straight edge here, and then I don't have to duplicate my efforts. Okay, let's cut some interfacing for this, and then we will stitch that on and see if we can mock it up real quick. double that up again. I like to do everything twice. let's see what happens here. See if we get lucky. Broke my favorite foot on this machine making that stupid dog kennel the other night. Well, let's just make one. We'll top stitch this one. And then see, I'll build the straps and then we'll just try to construct it and see if it'll work. If it doesn't work, we'll have to make it again. It would look cool if we put a little strip of piping in there too, maybe the silver leather. That would have been pretty cool too. Okay, so we'll see how that looks. I think probably in the grand scheme of things, this leather's going to have to be increased by an inch, but I'm just not sure if that pocket's going to be deep enough. Maybe even more. But we'll just have to see once the straps are made. But I'm not going to waste any more time on that because I'm not sure if it's even going to work. So this is a good place to end the video for today. If you haven't hit the subscribe button and the bell notification, please do that. And then you'll be notified, A, when I do more live videos, and B, when we upload more. Okay? Toodaloo. Thanks for watching, everybody. Bye-bye.